Have you ever stepped into a room where there is no sound, no person, yet your chest suddenly feels heavy? Your eyes begin to sting with tears, Vand. It feels like someone nearby is crying, but when you turn around, there is nothing there, only silence. This is a whisper from history, where forgotten voices rise again. The building stood at the edge of the city where fog gathered every evening and refused to leave. It had once been a children's ward inside a municipal hospital built in the early 20th century. Doctors, nurses, and patients moved through its halls during years of war, disease, and hunger. Nothing about the structure seemed unusual at first glance. Brick walls, tall windows, long corridors filled with echoing footsteps. But there was one room that changed people. A small examination chamber on the second floor. No bait, no equipment, nothing more than pale walls and a single window. Yet those who entered spoke of the same sensation. The feeling that someone nearby was crying. At first, staff dismissed it as exhaustion. Long shifts, grief from losing patients, the weight of too many deaths. But reports kept coming. A nurse pausing mid-step because she heard a child sobbing behind her. A doctor standing alone, feeling tears that were not his own rise in his chest. And always the same location. At one empty room. Hospital records from the period mention unusual disturbances. Workers refusing assignments near the chamber. Night staff requesting transfers. Patients waking in fear, claiming they heard soft weeping through the walls. But there was no child, no woman, no visible source. So what was really happening behind the curtain? The truth may lie years earlier, during an epidemic that swept the region. Children were brought in faster than they could be treated. Many died without family present. Some were placed in isolation to slow the spread of disease. One such isolation room matches the location exactly. Witnesses later recalled a young girl kept there alone. Her name lost to time. She cried often, calling for her mother who never arrived. Staff overwhelmed and understaffed passed the door again and again. Her crying slowly fading until one night it stopped completely. But this was only the beginning. Decades later, the hospital closed and the building was repurposed. Offices, classrooms, storage rooms. Yet the room remained unused. Maintenance workers reported the same feeling. Pressure in the chest, sudden sadness, the urge to listen closely. Some claimed the sound was not loud but emotional, as if the air itself carried grief. Psychologists, invited to investigate, suggested mass suggestion or residual trauma. Historians pointed to the concentration of suffering within hospital walls, but none could explain why the sensation was so specific. Why people felt tears without sound. Why everyone described it the same way. So what was the room holding on to? In the end, the building was demolished. Witnesses gathered as walls came down. Some said the air felt lighter. Others said the sadness lingered, as if something had finally been disturbed. No crying was ever recorded again. But those who experienced it never forgot. They said it was not fear. It was sorrow. A reminder that human suffering leaves marks beyond stone and memory. And when the room disappeared, sugged at the last place where everyone felt someone crying. Some stories do not end, even after they are over. Some tears are felt without ever making a sound. And some rooms keep reminding us that human pain never truly disappears.